Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger, and up here today with a pickups video. These are all things that I've been waiting for to come online, with the exception of two things. I'm waiting on 3 more things from CEX to come, but I'll just tell you what they are, just because I don't know if they're going to be here by this weekend, and I don't really want to wait any longer, just in case, you know. Put it this way, the baby is due on Tuesday, so it could be here beforehand, it could be late, we don't know. At the end of the day, they're going to take her in on Tuesday to check everything and probably get it all started anyway. So I have 1 PS4 game, 1 Blu Ray single, 2 Blu Ray box sets, 5 individual DVDs, and 1 DVD box set. But the 3 things I'm waiting on is Borat on Blu Ray. It's an upgrade from my DVD. I'm waiting on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I think it's the 2nd and 3rd movie as a DVD double pack. I don't think they have Blu-ray releases for the 2nd and 3rd film. The first one has a Blu-ray release, but I do have it on DVD. It's been a long time since I've seen those movies. I never grew up with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the show. It was on during my childhood, but I never really got into it. Which is the case with many, you know, old cartoons and shows. You know, I'm actually discovering them now and watching them now and seeing what I missed out on, because I have more appreciation now that now for classic animation than I do when I was a kid. You know, I was more into like Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry and Ed, Edd n Eddy growing up. I might do a video talking about some of my favourite cartoons growing up. And I'm also waiting on another Blu-ray. I think it was just a cheap blind buy called Dead Men Running. I don't really want to just buy Blu-rays for the sake of buying Blu-rays. You know, if I see a DVD version of it cheap and it's a blind buy, you know, sometimes I'll get it if it's, you know, if the Blu-ray's like 10-20 quid, if it's an out of print Blu-ray or something, and the DVD's much cheaper, and if it's a movie I haven't seen before, blind buy, or a show that I want to check out, I'll save myself a bit of money and then decide whether it's worth upgrading. But we'll start off with the PS4 game. I decided to pick up WWE 2K22, and the main reason I picked this up is because I've been watching someone on YouTube play it. I can't remember the name of the channel. I think it's like Best Game Family or something. It's essentially a guy and his son playing WWE and showing it off and doing all this crazy stuff with it. And I really wanted to check it out, you know, because I've seen the videos and I thought, oh, this looks so awesome. You know, the campaign is huge. You know, you've got the GM mode, you've got the Universe mode is back, which I played a little bit of Universe mode yesterday. Makes me laugh. Buy the new WWE game, first thing I do is download AEW arenas and characters. But obviously we are getting the AEW game soon. A lot of people are like, well, which is going to be the better game? Honestly, this one is the better game if you're looking for a more sort of serious wrestling game, whereas AEW is being made by Ukes, the same company that made the old Nintendo 64 wrestling games, SmackDown vs. Raw games. So if you grew up with those wrestling games, I'd highly recommend when the new AEW game comes out, even if you're not a fan of AEW, definitely check it out, because I've seen some gameplay for it and it is pretty much very similar to No Mercy on Nintendo 64, which a lot of people say is the best wrestling game of all time. I never played it myself, but I know what Ukes did with SmackDown vs. Raw and Here Comes the Pain and all of those classic wrestling games. But I played a little bit of this yesterday and I am really enjoying it. You know, like I said, I don't normally buy physical games, but they were still charging like 50-60 quid for this on the thing. And it makes me laugh because Amazon were charging like 35 quid for the PS4 version, but 20 quid for the PS5 version. And luckily Game had this in stock for $19.99 brand new on PS4 on all systems. So I figured, you know what, I not noticed too many issues with the PS4 version. I think a lot of these games that are PS4 and PS5, the biggest difference I noticed, other than obviously the 4K, if it has 4K, is the load times. That's the only difference I notice. Is this game has some load times, but they're not overly long, and there is a little, sometimes there is a little bit of texture popping, and sometimes it's loading in the graphics, but this is pushing the PS4 pretty far, you know, so the PS4 can handle it, but obviously it was a game that was originally intended as a next gen game. So any game that has the PS4 and PS5 version, the PS4 version isn't going to be as, it's still playable, don't get me wrong, because when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima on PS4, that played fine, but obviously the PS5 version would be the better version to play. I don't know if you get a free upgrade with this. If I get the, it doesn't say on here PS5 upgrade, so I don't know if I get a PS5, if I was to get a PS5, if I get a free upgrade for this or not. Of course, I think this is a massive improvement of your WWE 2K20. I used to buy WWE games every year. You know, wrestling games used to be my yearly purchase. I didn't buy this when it first came out just because I wasn't really watching WWE at the time. I'm still not really watching WWE modern stuff anyway, but I keep up to date with what's happening anyway. But I've got to say, this is a great game. If you're looking for a really good wrestling game, I think this is the best wrestling game since like the SmackDown vs. Raw games. Maybe since WWE 2K14. It's probably the best WWE 2K wrestling game out there. Great game. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a wrestling game. There are a lot of people in here that I don't know. A lot of NXT people in here, you know, so I never really got into NXT. But I will get back into WWE. I actually watched half of Revolution from 2021 last night. I'm still behind. I'm going to watch the other half tonight. And then I think I've got like an hour and a half tonight, and then I've got like 40 minutes left, which I'll just watch like tomorrow on my phone or something. But yeah, I'm very impressed with this game. I'm enjoying it. It's not going to be a game that I'm going to be playing every single day. You know, it's going to be sort of like come and go kind of thing. Tonight I'm going to try out a game called Curse of the Dead Gods on PS4. I like to try and still keep on, you know, the different things going. But this is a good game that I can fall back on. You know, you've got Universe mode, GM mode, you've got the My Ride, you've got the Showcase, you've got Online, My Faction. This is the full package. And for $19.99, I highly recommend it. It's definitely worth more than that, but still. We'll do the Blu-rays and the DVDs. So first up is another upgrade. Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. I don't like this one as much as the original Harold and Kumar Get the Munchies or Go to White Castle, depending on where you lived. I still think it's an entertaining movie. It's a bit derivative. It's not as... I think the first one was much better, which I've seen hundreds of times. Well, close to 100 times, should I say. I didn't pay £10 for it, don't worry. It's from eBay. I paid like £2.50 or something like that. And yeah, I still enjoy this movie. It is a direct sequel to the first one, but you don't really need to have watched the first one. You do and you don't. I still think it's a fun movie, good sort of pub comedy. You know, it is a stoner comedy, but it's not as stoner comedy as the first one. One thing I will say is that I'm pissed off because this and the Christmas one both have Blu Ray releases in the UK, but the Get the Munchies does not have a Blu Ray release. The only place that I've seen it is from the US is in a double pack with this and the first one, and that's going for like 30 quid, and I ain't paying 30 quid for it just to find out that it doesn't work on my Blu-ray player. And then they did do a limited edition collector's set as well. So at the end of the day, they need to release the first one on Blu-ray. I do have the US DVD version, which is the better version because it's the uncensored version, the extreme version it's called, I think, or uncut version, which was the one that I originally watched on TV years ago, and then every other version I've seen on streaming services and TV have been the cut version. It's only a couple of scenes that are cut, but still, it still pisses me off that that's the version that everyone's showing. But the DVD one is uncut. But still, yeah, I'm happy to get another upgrade for this. Technically an upgrade, but it isn't. Terminator: The Sarah Jane Chronicles, both seasons on Blu Ray. I believe it only had 2 seasons, 31 episodes. I never watched the show. I did have season 1 on DVD, but I never watched it, so I figured this was like $11.99 on Amazon. I picked it up. I thought it was a good deal, brand new sealed. I don't really know where it falls into the Terminator universe. I think it's set in the future. I don't think it's set in the thing. It's the mother of Sarah, Destiny, Sarah Connor, 300 Lena Henley. It's basically of her preparing her son for the war, essentially. I've never watched this show, but I love the Terminator universe. I still haven't seen Dark Fate, however. Of course, Terminator 2 is my favourite. Is the best. I actually really enjoyed Terminator 3. The first one is classic. Salvation I didn't hate. I thought it was a decent film, but obviously not as memorable as the other ones. Genesis was terrible. I haven't seen Dark Fate, so yeah. And then I got this from CEX in store. It was technically an upgrade / buyback almost. I did have the DVD set of the Star Trek Stardate collection, which is all 10 original Star Trek films. I do have Star Trek, I want to say Star Trek Into the Darkness or Star Trek Beyond. I want to say it's Into the Darkness, the newer one, so I just need Beyond now, and then I've got all the Star Trek movies. I know these are on Paramount Plus, but the only problem, like I said, with Paramount Plus is whenever I seem to watch a movie, especially on the TV, I get a lot of buffering and it cuts down. Maybe it's been a while since I've done it, but I really enjoyed. I've only seen Star Trek, the original series, the original animated series, and Star Trek The Next Generation, which was definitely my favourite of the 3 that I've seen. I still need to watch the other ones. I haven't seen any of the movies, but it is a nice set. It's a 10-disc set. I don't think they're in order, so it makes me laugh. The guys that I don't know what order they go in, yet they literally are ordered. It comes with a little booklet as well here, a little bit of a write-up on each film, and each film does have special features as well, which is great. Actually, quite a few special features as well, not just commentary. You know, lots of special features as well. So each film has special features. So this is a great set if you're a fan of Star Trek. Let me know your favourite version of Star Trek and your favourite Star Trek movie. Like I said, I haven't seen any of them, but I know Wrath of Khan is probably the classic one. Khan! Of course, is a meme, well-known pop culture reference, but nice little set from Paramount here. I don't think there's a 4K release for them films. I know some of them have had 4K releases, but I'm happy with this. At least I can check them out in their entirety without no interruptions. And then the DVDs. So first up, I picked up, so these were all from World of Books and Music, Magpie, eBay. Dakar the 04. I used to love, as you know, if you've seen my VHS video from years ago, I used to love like car crash videos and rally videos, VHS tapes from back in the day. And that right there, Duke, that was the company that I loved. If I seen Duke, I was like, yes, I'm getting this. And this, I used to love these things, 78 minutes. But what's really cool in here is it comes with a little booklet. And I remember these back in the day. And they were basically like little catalogues, if you will. And you would look through these, and then obviously you could send them off. You know this is old. Win a colour TV. That's crazy. And you would basically tick it off, and they would get delivered. You know that I never did that growing up, but these were great way. These sort of things, I'm actually gonna look, because some of them on here I do want to get. I'm going to have a look on CEX on the website and eBay and see if I can find some of these ones. But this was basically the way back in the day that if you wanted to collect the other DVDs and get the other VHS tapes, these were the ways of doing it. You know, this was before eBay and before Amazon Prime. You know, if you wanted to move another VHS tape or DVD, you would have to use these little catalogues. So it's a bit of a trip down memory lane there, but I'm definitely going to put that to the side and have a little look. But Dakar 04, I used to love these sort of things. I really enjoyed Dakar as well. Next up, the Best of Backyard Wrestling 3. I have the first one. I think I still have it. I don't think I sold it. I just need volume 2 now. I never actually watched Backyard Wrestling, but I remember the game. I loved the game as a kid. I thought the game was amazing as a kid. But going back and playing it now, it's fucking terrible. Like, it is broken. The second one even more so. But as a kid, I used to love that game. Again, I love wrestling. I'm really getting back into wrestling at the moment. So, you know, I wouldn't really say this is wrestling. This is basically just a bunch of people going crazy. I think some of these people went on to go to like XPW and stuff like that. Only 60 minutes from Revolver Entertainment. It does have some special features as well on here. Pick Your Fight Combat Zone. Again, so yeah, if you guys remember Backyard Wrestling. Then Flight of the Living Dead. Outbreak on a Plane. I've heard mixed reviews on this one, but it's basically snakes on a plane but with zombies. Why not? You know? It's not 90 minutes. Comes with some special features on here. Looks like it might be a fun film. I think it does have a Blu Ray release, but again, I'd rather check out the film first, then decide if I want to upgrade it. But still, definitely going to check that one out. Another one that I used to love growing up was the Jeremy Clarkson VHS tapes. I'm trying to hunt down all of the Jeremy Clarkson DVDs. I know there was a lot of controversy with Jeremy Clarkson and some people don't like him and that, but this was before all of that, 2003. But I used to love these sort of things, you know. I really enjoyed Jeremy Clarkson as a kid. Of course, originally in Top Gear, and then all that stuff happened. They went on to do the Grand Tour. He had Clarkson's Farm. He used to do Robot Wars as well. So yeah, happy with that one. Shootout. Then a Barricade. Lock Your Doors. I think this is a home invasion type movie. Yeah, I think it's like a home invasion movie, or it might be supernatural. I don't know. It was cheap. It was like £1.44, so I picked it up. And then last but not least, Power Rangers Dino Charge, the complete series, includes 8 hours of episodes, 22 episodes, and I believe it's 22 episodes, and I believe it does have the specials on here as well. Like I said, I'm trying to get a bit of a Tokukatsu Power Rangers collection going. This is my second Power Rangers DVD that I have now. I've got the Mighty Morphin and Turbo double pack movie. So these are essentially, it's a repackage of the 5 volumes that came out. But these were originally released in volumes. That's the problem with Power Rangers in the UK. But nice interior artwork there with a Zord on there. I don't know when this falls into. This is from 2015, so I don't know roughly when this is. I don't know if you need to watch some of the previous stuff. I don't know. I think Power Rangers, I think each thing is its own, even though there's like 30 different seasons, I guess you can call them, of Power Rangers, and Super Sentai's at 46. I think each version is its own thing, much like Ultraman and most Tokukatsu type things. So I think that's how it works with Power Rangers. Each thing is its own thing. It's just, obviously, sometimes in the newer series, they bring back people and stuff like that. Of course, the Green Ranger, I don't think he played him in this one. Unfortunately passed away. I think his name was David something. I can't remember the name. Unfortunately passed away. But he has actually got a movie coming out, I think next year, called Legend of the Black Dragon or something like that, or White Dragon, which is like a Power Rangers style movie. So I'll be looking forward to checking that one out. Let me know your favourite version of Power Rangers and who your favourite Ranger is. I never watched Power Rangers growing up. I've seen a few episodes here and there. I had a couple of the toys, but again, I'm getting into it now and stuff, so at least I can check this one out, no problem. So guys, there we have it. There are the pickups. It If you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like. Let me know anything here that you have yourself. Let me know if you got WWE 2K22, what you think of it. Are you looking forward to the new AEW game as well? Are you going to have both? I personally think that I'm going to have both. This one will be sort of like my game that I jump into and do story and stuff like that, whereas the AEW game will sort of be the sort of the party style game, you know, the one where I jump in and play it with a friend and stuff, you know, arcade experience, more simulation. Why not? Best of both worlds, I guess. Happy with everything. Like I said, 3 things coming: Borat, Dead Men Running, and the 2 Ninja Turtle movies. I'll show them when they come in. I don't think there's going to be any more pickups. I did do all of the Christmas shopping. I'm all caught up with the Christmas shopping. I got lucky the other morning as well. I was able to pick up all the Christmas presents. Everything's all up to date now. I'm happy with it. So I've wrapped all my presents as well. Hopefully I should be able to go down and see my dad before Christmas as well, so I can drop the presents off. I'll keep you guys posted with what's going on with the baby, but I'm gonna be honest now, I'm thinking it's probably not going to be nothing till Tuesday. So when it happens, I'll just do a short or something on YouTube saying it's happening. I'll see you guys soon. So you guys know what's going on. But I will try to do videos as well. I probably will do a Christmas vlog this year. I thought about it and I will do one this year. See if we get any bits and things for Christmas. But for now, I'm going to be, and now that Christmas presents are out of the way, I'm just saving my money up. Got myself a little money tin, got some pound coins in there, for me holiday with my friend next year. Because I figured, you know what, I'm actually going to put cash in that tin, and then I can use the cash for the arcades and that, just because holiday sites tend to charge you for their ATM, which I think is ridiculous. I might do a video talking about things that piss me off, and that's definitely going to be on there. But I figured, you know, if I've got some cash, I don't have to worry about drawing money out, and then the money on my card can be to pay for our food and that, and stuff like that. But I'm going to do a video later on and stuff like that, maybe toward the end of the year, and let you know what's going on with what I've had ups and downs of this year. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little update video and pickups video. Let me know if anything here you've got and all that stuff. And as always, see you in the next video. Have a nice day. Subscribe if you haven't already, and take care.